What is going on, guys? Panther here, and we are bringing you our APA Week 5 battle against A-Drive and his St. Louis Rampardos. So I actually got about halfway into the live recording of this, and my wife came home from work and wanted to be chatty during the game, so I decided to cut the live recording off for that. And I decided to bring this to you post-commentary, so if you're watching this, most of you have probably came from Dan's side of the video, so you have already probably seen the results. So, yeah, if you're here, I appreciate you coming in, tuning into the channel, and just seeing my side of the battle and seeing why I made the plays that I made. Let me get it pulled up here quickly, and we can definitely go from there with it. Let's see. So yeah, let me talk about my team a little bit while it's up. So if you haven't caught our draft analysis, it went up last Sunday, and be sure to check that out before you get any further because I explained my team. I really like my team here this week much better than my first half of the season. I started the first half 2-2, so we're very much in the mix of the playoff race, along with Dan, who is also 2-2. And I'm really comfortable with it. I have the 6 that's up on the screen, but also have mons like Mega Alakazam, Sylveon, Crocodile, things like that, Talonflame. A lot of mons that I'm very comfortable with that I've drafted before, so I'm really excited about this week here. So in prep this week, one thing popped out at me immediately. That was Lycanroc Dusk. Lycanroc Dusk had a fantastic matchup. All Dan really had for it was the Donphan. So I really wanted to use that as my win con going into this. I felt like I matched up against Donphan pretty good. All of my mons really pressured it, except for really the Miltank, who could just wall it itself. But looking on the other side of the field, Dan absolutely had some big threats to me. The Victini is one. It's one Dan uses very well, obviously. Tyrantrum is another. I do not have a rock. My rock resist is Keldeo, so I knew the Tyrantrum was going to come. It forced really a defensive Celesteela, but it still just absolutely bodied me. Regardless, I do not switch into Banded Head Smash. I do not switch into Dragon Dance Head Smash. I do not switch into Scarf Head Smash. It doesn't happen. There is no Head Smash switch in. So that was a huge issue. And what made it more of an issue was that particular mon in Tyrantrum. My Celesteela is forced me to check for that, but also it's my Kartana check as well. So Celesteela is incredibly pressured this game. So yeah, so going into this match, I knew I wanted to use my Lycanroc as a win con here. As you can see, Lycanroc has a really good matchup. The rock resist is Donphan, so if I can just get some chip on that, then that's exactly what I want to do. So Lycanroc can try to win this in the late game. I have a Scarf Keldeo because I do not believe that he is going to be Scarf Kartana. Scarf Kartana just does not make sense against my team. Especially with that Celesteela there. I really am predicting the Titanium Z Kartana to deal with the Celesteela like an SD set. It could even be like the SD, like Timid one as well, just to boost the speed. That's fair bring. I don't think it's going to be outright Scarf though. So if I can limit that thing setting up on me and punish that, I feel like we can take advantage of it. The defensive Rotom was fair. That's it. That's going to be his Keldeo switch in. Keldeo had a fantastic matchup, as you can see as well. Like I said, it is Scarf. I have Rotom, forced to bring Rotom into my hazard removal. Galvantula is very annoying for my team. It also forces, the Galvantula alone forced the Rotom and the Goodra itself. Needed a switch in to Galvantula. I needed a way to get rid of the webs because if I let the webs stay up, I lose. I lose to Kartana, I lose to Tyrantrum, I lose to Victini. I need to be able to outspeed it with my Keldeo because Keldeo is crucial and Lycanroc is crucial. Defensive Celesteela, I've already talked about that. Defensive Thick Fat Miltank as my Victini check. And then AV Goodra. Goodra has a pretty fair matchup. Nothing really wants to catch its coverage moves. So my plan going into this was to lead off with Goodra and really just go from there with it. So let's go ahead and kick this game off. And we'll see how this one goes. While it's loading up here, if you're new to the channel, be sure to hit that sub button. We're trying to get to 500 subs before season's out, so really would appreciate it. We're super close. We're only like 160 away or something like that, 170 away. So I definitely think it's doable since we've already gained about 100 this season already. Really appreciate all the love that you guys have showed this season. So as you can see, Dan has led off with the Donphan. I've led off with my Goodra. So my most important play here like I've talked about, Lycanroc is my win con. I want damage on this. So going to attack it immediately, and I rejoice because I'm like, oh my god, I've got it in range of what I need for Lycanroc already. But he is the Iapopadon fan, pops it right back up, and that's really good prep on Dan's part, because now that Don fan is right back up to a range where it can take hits from Lycanroc still. So he's got some good damage on Goodra. He's going to go out into Rotom. I know the Rotom's probably going to come in here, so I'm just going to go ahead and drop a Draco Meteor. Damaging this thing is crucial too, because now Lycanroc's unboosted hit can deal with a little bit better. I am SD Lycanroc, but now an unboosted hit from it can wear it down, and also Keldeo can wear it down a little bit better as well. So got some big damage off there on that one. Know the Volt Switch is most likely coming out here, but I still want to go out into my my Rotom nonetheless. So he makes a hard switch out right into the Victini, and that puts us on the defensive again already. But I do have a good switch into my Miltank, unless he's like some type of Fight EMZ set. So he's just going to go ahead and U-turn out and be able to pick up some momentum there on the Miltank. And now he brings out the monster. So this thing is in. Dan's team is really built around that Volt Turn core, Galvantula, Rotom, and Victini being able to just U-turn and Volt switch about, and then Tyrantrum just coming in on things and just bodying them. So Goodra is really served its purpose at this point. It's my least most valuable member. Miltank can kind of still check the Galvantula as well, because I'm more specially defensive. So Goodra is my chosen sack of choice here at this point. I do not want to sack off anything else. I can go on out into Keldeo and probably pick up a kill here. So I'm just going to go ahead and fire off a fighting type move. Really felt like he would just sack off the Rotom here. I don't think Rotom gained him much. But he's actually going to make a really ballsy play that pays off and go out into the Victini here. Now I'm going to do the same thing. I'm making another ballsy play too, because I'm thinking if he's Scarf, he's just going to U-turn out. He's not going to Bolt Strike or anything like that. When I've already shown Miltank as my switch in, he's not going to Blue Flare or anything either. Like I said, I've already shown Miltank as my switch in. He's going to U-turn or he's going to hard switch. I really wanted to try to catch something with that Secret Sword. I really thought the double was probably coming out there. But yeah, he's going to bring out the Galvantula and get the opportunity to get his webs up. But now I've put Victini into a range where if I can get rocks up, it can't switch into another fighting type move. I do have the Focus Blast as well, which is, if I get rocks up, looks really clean against his team. So that's pretty big. So looking back on this game, I probably should have gotten my rocks up here, but I knew Tyrantrum was coming in. I wanted to at least punish it a little bit, to try to put it in range of an attack from an unboosted Lycanroc or my Celesteela's Heavy Slam. So I'm going to go ahead and EQ here and pick up some damage. Now I'm going to make the only play I feel like I can here and go out into my Celesteela. If he misses one, it's going to give me the opportunity to get off the Heavy Slam and potentially pick up the kill, depending upon its investment. He's going to fire off the Head Smash and it's going to miss. I think it's 80% accuracy. Or something like that. So he's just going to go ahead and fire off a Head Smash here, and it's going to do a ton of damage, confirming that it is banned. And yeah, we're going to fire off the Heavy Slam because we don't want to play around with this thing either, and it's going to live just on a few. This was a roll, regardless it was a roll, so it was like 51 to 60% with no investment. So you know, mid-roll there, so you know, is what it is. It just leaves this thing alive to be able to come in and do some damage later. Now I'm hoping for another miss here, but at the same time I'm not. If he wants to go out into the Kartana, because I'm worn down enough to where the Kartana can potentially pick up a kill and really threaten my team either if he does end up missing. So I'm going to get something that threatens Cart and not let him pick up a free beast boost. So even with webs up, I still outspeed this. I believe I think I far off the water type move here, and yeah, I far off a Scald here, and yeah, he goes out into Rotom. Rotom's going to eat that up. If I would have gotten the burn there, I probably would have stayed in and tried to go for the 2-hit KO, but I don't. I probably should have went for Pump there also, or just really the fighting type move. But I just really thought he would sack off the Tyrantrum, so yeah, he makes the play. He's going to go ahead and bolt switch on out and go into the Tyrantrum again, I do believe. And no, he's going to go out into Victini this time. And yeah, he's free to either U-turn again if he would like, or he's free to V-create or blue flare or whatever he would like to do here. So yep, I'm going to get stuck in the web. And as you can see how really annoying that webs are for my team here at this point. I'm going to eliminate some of these mons on here. But yeah, so we eat up that V-create. That's a V-create. And Miltank just really took that well. So shout out to Silver Smasher for the spread here, the expert Miltank user himself. But yes, I wanted to attack. I figured the Tyrantrum was going to come in. I did not want to grant that thing another kill on me at this point in the match. So just going to go ahead and body slam here, and the Dino is dead finally. But the Dino has done its job. It's put enough pressure on my team where it's really wall broken. And it's gotten rid of the Celesteela, so it's kind of paved that way a little bit for that Kartana. So then comes the cart, and this thing is a huge problem, especially under sticky web to my team, because now my Scarf Keldeo isn't going to outspeed it. So I haven't been able to get any type of damage onto Donphan here at this point, so Lycanroc's going to be useless. My real win condition here at this point is getting rid of these sticky webs and trying to sweep with Scarf Keldeo, because if you're looking at it, the Rotom is extremely weak. So if I get the slightest bit of damage off on this Kartana and potentially my rocks up, Scarf Hydro Pump can sweep his team at this point. It does kill Galvantula. It's not, the Galvantula shouldn't have any HP investment unless he's just like max HP, max speed. Because he needs to be at least max speed to speed tie with my Keldeo. But yeah, Hydro Pump looks really good against his team, so I'm really banking off that win con here at this point. So +1, Kartana does not kill me unless he is the X-Scissor, which he shouldn't be, since he's Titanium. He's going to be the SD, Secret Sword, Dual Stab here at this point. So yeah, we get rid of the webs. I'm staying in here because I do not want webs to come back up. That's really the key here, is for me to keep the webs away at this point, to try to have the slightest of chance with my Rotom in the end game. So I'm just with my Keldeo in the end game. So I'm really just going to sit here and just keep spamming the defog here at this point, trying to put myself in a position to where I can still win this. As he's just going to go ahead and pick up the kill on the Rotom. So down goes Rotom. Lycanroc's dead too. So yeah, we're going to go ahead and get rid of the Lycanroc here. But yeah, I'm going to go and fire off the Hydro Pump, and he is Focus Sash. So that is something I was not counting on there at this point. So yeah, if he was not Focus Sash, his play on the next turn was to go out into the Kartana. And he was going to be forced to Leaf Blade, and he could Leaf Blade through my team, so I'd have to bank on the crit on the Kartana. Just not enough. I wasn't able to get my rocks up or do enough damage to that cart to be able to have a chance to switch there, or to win there in that late game. So yeah, it is what it is. Just want to go out here into my Miltank and try to pick up another kill here at this point, just for differential sake. There's no coming back here at this point. My win cons are all dead. So, is what it is. Just a little bit too pressured there. But yeah, so Kartana's going to be able to come in and pick up that last kill. And we go down to driving those St. Louis Rampardos 4-0 there in Week 5. So yeah, really good game to Dan. Really good prep there on his part. He made some pretty big reads there going into that big TD on Keldeo. And then the other read with Rotom on the Keldeo as well. Felt like we could have predicted there a little bit better. We could have put ourselves in a better position to potentially win the end game. The Iapapa Donphan, that was really big too as well. There's just some really good prep there on Dan's part with the Sash Gal, which is pretty standard, and then the Super Berry Donphan, because that really put him in a position to where he could still take on Lycanroc, because if he wouldn't have had that Iapapa, it would have been I'm not saying I would have won or anything, but it would have been a differently played game because I would try to position myself for that Lycanroc Dusk there more. But, you know, Dan gets a lot of flack. But, you know, this is coming from a guy that's played a lot of the top battlers across the community. Dan does know what he's doing draft-wise. He's a very, very talented battler. And he makes some really good predictions in game, and he's got a team that he's extremely comfortable with, and he's very dangerous with it as well. So Dan, you've played an amazing match, man. I don't know if you're watching this or anything, and you know, if you're here from the A Drive Army watching it as well, you know, he's a phenomenal battler. So again, guys, thank you so much for coming in and watching the battle from my perspective, watching it from my side. Hopefully you enjoyed the content. Hopefully you'll stick with the CLEFABLES this season as we try to push to sneak into the playoffs. I think we have the team to do it. We've had a bit of a rough road this season here in APA here in Season 5, but we've had fun nonetheless with this unique format. Be sure to tune in next week. We have our BBL game coming Monday against Splurge and those Bracknell Beedrill. So be sure to check that game out coming Monday. Then, of course, next Saturday, our APA game again, we play Wolfie and those Milwaukee Bewares. So really excited to be going up against the world champ himself. So yeah, guys, thank you so much again for your time today and your view on the video. And again, I appreciate all the support you've shown me this season. Until Monday, guys, I'll see you.